So this is my first day being officially homeless, and I could not be happier. This is day 3 of homelessness. I'm loving it so far. Whew. Okay, so today is day 5 or day 4. No, I think day 5. Yeah, day 5. I hope the dates are going crazy in my head. And I just ran out of gas in my van and didn't know that I was out of gas. So I kept stopping the car in the middle of the road. Like the car kept dying in the middle of the road, and it was just like, oh my God, van life is not for me. So I'm in a hotel right now because my van in my mind stopped working, so I definitely wanted to see what was going on with that, and now I'm here. So I want to talk about some things while I'm here and I have the time and the mental clarity. And what I want to talk about is the grass being greener on the other side. And for me, it's like, I really wanted to get this van so I could just kind of say, like, fuck you to the man, like, why should we have to buy houses and pay taxes on our property that we bought with our own hard sweat and tears, whatever people say, and then you get this van and it's like, everything seems like it's not working, and there's just like all these problems. So I wanted to say that before I encouraged anybody to follow suit, because I know van life is taking off. So this is day 5 or 6, not sure. I am kind of having a bit of an emotional day because I started off this van life thing thinking that I could take my cat with me, and I would just have, like a little furry companion. And this van has had so many troubles, and there's been so much, including him getting overheated in the van several times. And so I didn't want to give him up for adoption, and I wanted to get like a foster. So I wanted to get a foster, and as you know, everybody on the internet always flakes, and I don't know why people do that. What's the point in saying, yeah, I'll foster your cat for you, and I was going to pay and everything. So I couldn't find a foster, so I went to a mosque and I asked them if they would be willing to take the cat, and one of the guys at the mosque said that he would be willing to take him. But then when I got to his wife's house, or to their house, which I thought was really sweet, because he sent his kid out to talk to me after I had already talked to the dad, and he was like, it's lightning out, so I'm a little distracted. I haven't slept at this Walmart before. Anyway, he sent his kid out. He said, hey, after thinking about it, my dad said that he could take the cat. I was like, oh, okay, great. He was like, yeah, you can just go to my house, and he gave me the address. And I thought to myself, like, I'm in this huge van with the windows blacked out. How cool is it because I could have really been traveling with a group of thugs and rogues, could have been in this van and we could have been going to attack. But it was just me and my cat. So. But I still thought that was cool in these like trying times that, there was like complete 100% trust there. So I dropped my cat off, and I'm not feeling great about it. I was always told that Muslims treat cats really well, so I was happy from that perspective. But, the mom, I didn't really get a good vibe. So hopefully I'll be able to get him back in like a month or 2. I just couldn't keep doing the whole van troubles in addition to him overheating and being uncomfortable, and I just felt like a shitty cat mom for that, but it happened. So hopefully I can get my van fixed, and I will be on my way to Savannah tomorrow or the next day, and I want to have some haunted excursions and travels and trips and experience. So this is how I do my makeup and get ready inside of the van. I have this mirror here that is propped up on my laundry bag from the army. The hills have eyes, the hills have eyes. Who are you to judge? Who are you to judge? Okay, I'll probably cut that out. But anyway, I am ready to go to Savannah, like I've been saying that I wanted to do, and today should be the day. I don't know if today's the day, but it should be the day. I feel a lot better than I did the other days. I'm gonna do my eyelashes on here. So basically, I don't know what changed. I just feel better today, energetically speaking. It could be the coffee that I had this morning, because I don't drink coffee. But either way, I am excited about the future, and I'm excited about going to Savannah and having a really good experience with all the ghostesses that I keep hearing about. So that should be fun. At least I hope it's fun, because they say things are fun and then they're not. But I'm hoping for a really good experience and really just hoping to enjoy being free. You know, like a lot of people wish that they could just hop up and do something with their life. And the fact that I have that ability, as much as I complain about a lot of things and I forget that I'm really have a lot to be grateful for. So yeah. Just doing my eyelashes. It's funny because I like never wear makeup. Every time someone drives by, I always think they're spying on me and they're just trying to see what I'm doing in here because living in a van is so exciting. And honestly, it is. It is exciting. There was a guy that I assume it was a guy, I'm not sure, but there was a van just like this one, and he was always parked at like Quick Trip and Walmart, and I was like, I can't wait to get my van, and then I'm gonna ask him if he and I can be neighbors, you know? Could have been a girl in there, who knows? I just assume that van life is more of a guy thing, and I don't know why that is, because the person who inspired me to get into van life, aka glorified homelessness, is actually Janelle Eliana, who is a girl. So maybe it was a girl living in the van, I don't know. You know what's funny is I put mascara on and I see literally no difference. Can you guys tell the difference? Oh, I guess not. So I still don't really know what the best angle is, like what angles I should take my videos from. Maybe like this angle right here. Kind of, I'm giving like Miss Jetson, I think her name is. I don't know. Was that who it was? The Jetsons? Or is it Flintstone, Wilma Flintstone? That bun was giving me like some kind of memory of some kind. Anyway, off to Savannah. So I'm in Savannah now, and I am at the beach at nighttime, and I thought that it would be a lot less crowded, but there's a lot of people here. So I am in a hotel room again in Savannah. I am trying really hard to stay positive and motivated, and a lot of the whole thing was about me doing something fun for myself. The room stinks so bad, and I can't like stop thinking about it. But basically what I was trying to say before I got interrupted by the stench is that I heard so much about taking life into your own hands and saying, hey, you know what, just because you didn't get married, just because you didn't buy a house, just because you didn't have a kid, just because doesn't mean that you can't live your life for yourself and be happy. So that's what this whole trip has been about, and this whole van life thing has been about for me specifically. I don't know why everyone else is doing it, but it's like, you know, we spend our lives waiting for the other piece of our heart to appear, but what if it never does? And it's difficult for me because you see all these things on social media and everyone just looks like they're having the time of their life, and you look at yourself and you're like, well, I'm sad. Is there something wrong with me? Why am I not having the time of my life, you know? And this hotel room is just not. Never stay here. Like, I don't know. But it's like you look at yourself and you're like, well, is there something wrong with me? Maybe there's something wrong with me because everyone else seems to be having such a great time on social media and I'm not. And it affects me, especially when I see these girls doing these things for themselves, like, oh, I'm taking myself out on a date today and I'm doing this and I'm doing that and blah blah blah. And it's like, yeah, but you're all by yourself. Like, how is that fulfilling? You know? And I just really felt the sting of loneliness yesterday when I went to the beach by myself at night, and I saw this cruise, this boat outside or on the ocean, and you know, it just, I don't know, I'm the kind of person, like, I see boats and I see blue in the sky and I see people's houses with their lights on, and I just imagine that like their entire life is so perfect. You know, I just imagine those people in those boats just having the time of their life and being happy. And I've been on a million cruises, so you know, I'm not I don't feel any type of jealousy or anything for them being on a sad. And I wanted to admit that because a lot of people, like, they go and these posts go viral, you know, these posts go viral and they're like, took myself out on a date today, bought myself flowers, yeah, girl power, I'm winning, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, that makes you happy? That looks sad to me, you know? So I tried it for myself, and, you know, it was kind of, you know, it's like, well, this is nice, I'm glad I can do this, but I wish there was someone here, you know? But then at the same time, I don't want to be that person that waits for something good to happen or waits for a man to be able to experience something that I've wanted to see my entire life. For example, the Grand Canyon. I want to see the Grand Canyon, but am I going to wait on a man to be able to go see it, or am I going to go see it while I still have the time? Because the world is ending. You know, these food shortages are happening. They're burning down our food plants, and they're doing it right under our noses, and it seems like no one's talking about it in seriousness. What is the word? In sincerity, maybe? I don't know. And it's kind of, you know, distracting, or it's kind of, it makes me feel uneasy to know those things. So then I say to myself, well, I can either, you know, put the show on the road and make it a show for one, or I can wait around to get this show on the road and make it a show for two and hope that, you know, my other half shows up one day. So yeah, that's where I am now. This is day 8 or 9. I don't even know what day it is of homelessness, living in my van. The only time I hate living in my van is when I am hot. Once I've showered and I've gotten kind of like in the cool or whatever, I'm back to like loving the van, but I don't love it every single day.